Welcome back. Game number 2 coming your way between Wayland Baptist and the SAGU Lions. Again, joined by my broadcast partner, John Cookman. John, we got a special guest in the booth with us today.
Good evening, Adam. I'm very excited. We teased at the end of the ladies' game that we were going to have a special guest, and he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give a big, warm welcome to the former golden voice of the Pioneers and the Flying Queens. Danny Andrews is here tonight with us on a microphone. This is very exciting. How you doing tonight, Danny?
I'm doing, guys. Great, guys, and thanks for asking me to be a part of this. You know, I retired last year at Wayland. Kept my football gig last fall, and because we moved to Burleson, so everything was closer down in this part of the world than it was in Plainview, so I only had to go home 4 times. But I gave up my basketball gig last year thinking we might move right after the first of the year.
Yeah.
Rick Cooper, our athletic director, who's a good friend of your AD, he says, I don't know what you were thinking. I said, I don't either, because I sure miss calling basketball. And I thought about doing these games tonight, but I thought, nah, I'm just going to come and enjoy them.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad to see you, man. It's great to see you down there in the stands. But we couldn't, since you weren't on radio tonight, we couldn't just pass up the opportunity. So
Thank you.
I'm glad you came up to the booth. Well, we were talking about the Flying Queens is the lady representation. That's the ladies basketball team. And they have a different mascot name than the Pioneers of Wayland Baptist, which everyone knows. But I'm sure people don't know the story behind the Flying Queens. Why? How did they get to be the Flying Queens?
Well, when they started, the sponsor first was the Harvest Queen Mill, an elevator there in Plainview. And when they quit sponsoring, not sure exactly why they stopped. Anyway, the president at the university at the time, Bill Marshall, who was a big promoter, goes to Claude Hutcherson, who had a flying service there, and said, would you consider flying the Queens? And I think the first time was down to Mexico for goodwill.
Oh, wow.
He said yes, and he liked it, and so for the next about 25 or 30 years, they flew to almost all their games. They haven't flown in a long time. 4-4 Beechcraft Bonanza.
Wow.
So girls coming to Wayland had to learn how to fly, whether they liked it or not.
Oh, wow.
Most of their road games. You know.
That is so interesting. Wow.
So that's the Flying Queens, and it always gets on the unusual mascots of the United States. We always get right up there, you know, the Flying Queens.
Yeah, right. What is that?
One of my favorites, absolutely.
Well, let's talk men's basketball. We're prepping right now, as you see the men warming up, and you see Wayland Baptist there as sitting at 7-4. They're really. They should be, the way the standings work goes by percentages. So you see, in essence, tied with SAGU at number 4 right now. So this is a big game tonight.
It is, and if you look at the standings there, everybody except the last 3 teams are right there together. So it's still anybody's league, probably the most balanced it's been. You know, Wayland was number 1 a couple of weeks ago, fed on hard times, got beat by Southwestern by 1 point last Thursday night, and then got beat by NCAA Division I team down in Harlingen on Tuesday night. Got clobbered. So it's important that they bounce back, and they beat SAGU at home, and they need to win here. You know, you hope you win all your home games and win what you can on the road.
Absolutely. Well, tell us, give us your expert analysis. What do the Pioneers have to do tonight to walk away with a win on foreign territory?
Well, they've got to be consistent. It struck me, of course, living down here, I have to watch them on the internet. And by the way, you guys do the best job of anybody in the league as far as broadcasting your games. But they have been inconsistent sometimes. Josh Throns, the big redhead, he's got to come out firing on all cylinders. He's real streaky and shooting.
And by the way, he's number 7 in the nation in 3-point shots made.
Sammy Kalwani came in. He played on the Uganda national team and played back in September, but Sammy hurt his knee. He's a little gimpy, and he was a great shot blocker and a big addition to the team. And the young man that came in from at semester, whose name suddenly escapes me, but anyway, he's 6'8", and those guys have really helped on the inside game. So I'd say the Pioneers have to come out, play smart, don't turn the ball over a lot, and really get on a hot streak.
What have you noticed that they do? What's their key? When you look at them, if we're scouting them or another team is scouting them, what are we keying on to stop?
Well, I think, you've got to stop Throns if he gets hot. Ruben Lopez is the little general of the team, 5'6". A lot of people don't give Ruben much credit. He is a great, smart player. He's I believe he already got his master's degree in December.
Oh, wow.
And so this is a 5th year for him, and real smart little player. And so you got to do that. And they've have had good balance. But I think if you get out and pressure them a little bit, that's the key.
Well, and I was talking to Adam a little bit in the pregame when we're preparing for how the game is going to go down. What do we expect? And I said, well, so far, every game that we broadcast, my analysis goes out the window in about the first 5 minutes of the game. I've been wrong. So I went with the opposite of what I thought. And I'm predicting an over and under at 210. So both teams need to score at least 105 to make me right.
I took the under. I took the under on that one.
Well, tell us what you think. What's this going to end up? Give us a prognostication.
I'll say 87-84.
I think that's
I won't
fair.
pick a winner, but I just think that's about where it'll.
Yeah, I
4
think you're
swing.
right. And you're looking at SAGU coming in in conference. We're just weighing this out. Conference teams. SAGU is 86.5 points a game, and Wayland's at 81.5. Both play similar in the defensive side, so the win margins are very similar. This is going to be a tight ball game.
I think it will be. And, again, in this conference is incredible. You look back 2 years ago, McHugh got on a run and won. And then SAGU's had some great teams. Wayland came down here in the tournament a couple of years ago. Won the tournament, and but
got the advance.
But we went, I guess, 4 years in a row to nationals and can't win past that first ball game, and that's always
so tough.
And the Queens the same way; they've been the last 4 years, but can't win that first ball game. And sometimes, like with McHugh, they got on a roll and they won the whole thing. Yeah,
that's true. Very tough to win that first game. Right. We know that story. One time we had some good success and were the runners-up, but the rest of the time, man, you just dropped those first games. Flying Queens, by the way, they look very, very good. Look like they might win more than one game.
Yeah, they're. It's kind of hard to tell. You go in against a team as we did with a team out of Tennessee or someplace, Kentucky, a couple of years ago. You think, okay, on paper it looks like we're going to win this game. We get down 14, we come back and get the lead and then lose it. So it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yep.
Danny, it's been a pleasure.
Good.
We got to get ready to call this game.
Good. Get after it, guys.
So much.
Thank you so much, Danny.
Never let it be said that John Cookman can't book a guest. We're going to throw you live courtside for the national anthem opening prayer, and as always, the announcement of the starting lineups. Don't go anywhere. Wayland Baptist Pioneers, SAGU Lions, right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Singing the national anthem, performed by SAGU Assistant Athletic Trainer Danielle Leonard. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for today. Lord, we thank you for this time here. Lord God, I ask that you watch over all the players and officials, Lord, everyone involved in this game, that you protect them from all injury and all harm. Lord, I pray that after this game we give you the praise and glory for it, that you guide us on our ways back home. We thank you for everything that you do in our lives. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light when so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
for the Pioneers. At guard, senior number 2, Ruben Lopez. At guard, junior number 4, Josh Throngs. At forward, senior number 11, Tyrone Davis. At forward, junior number 21, Rokas Mazionis. And at guard, junior number 23, Javante Robertson. Head coach of the Pioneers is Ty Carlson. And now the starting lineups for your SAGU Lions. At guard, senior number 1, Desmond Metter. At guard, freshman number 3, Karen Hill. At guard, sophomore number 11, Darren Sims. At forward, sophomore number 24, Lance Tipton. And at forward, senior number 40, Remington Mitchell. Head coach is Dutchfield. Assistant coach Leonard Nix. Graduate assistant coach is Emmanuel Stowell.
There you have it, the starting lineups for the Wayland Baptist Pioneers and your SAGU Lions. As we get ready for action here, we're going to take you live into a couple other games here in the Sooner Athletic Conference. But now we are back, and first possession goes to Wayland Baptist. And there you see the mentioned by Mr. Danny Andrews, Ruben Lopez, the 5'6" guard for Wayland Baptist. Tough defense down low.
Wow.
First shot for Wayland is going to fall. Tyrone Davis.
Great shot. This is a great turnaround move and execution with a little teardrop of the right hand.
Tipton's going to get called for a travel here. Looked a little awkward there in the corner. Went up with it, gathered, and it looks like turnover for the Lions. Not how Coach Deal most likely wants to start this game.
Well, no coach is ever going to want any turnover, and especially after your opponent has scored an easy bucket.
Exactly. And here is Wayland Baptist blocked by Remington Mitchell. And why not? Pick up where he left off the other night. Remington Mitchell. Just a force on the defensive end.
7 blocks in the last home game.
Cameron Hill for 3. It's going to be long. Rebound brought down that time by Javante Robertson. There's the three-point marksman, Josh Thons. He misses to start the game. Rebound by Metter. Here's Cameron Hill up ahead. Nice bounce pass down low to Remington Mitchell. Back out to Metter. Here is Darren Sims. 10 to shoot. Metter's going to pull up for 3. It's good. Desmond Metter hits the three-pointer again. Not a shot we're used to seeing him take.
Yeah, right. But talking about picking up where you left off, that's exactly where he left off. Had a great perimeter shooting night just last Saturday here in the Schaefer Center. And looks like, and that's what happens with good players. They'll finally figure it out and continue. And that's what you're going to need to see from Desmond Metter for the rest of this season. He's going to need to put this team on his shoulders and really carry them as far as the leadership role goes, and no better way to lead than knocking down shots.
Desmond Metter, hook shot this time, no good. Mitchell tries to come down with the rebound, gets pushed out of bounds, but it's going to remain Wayland Baptist ball. The first touch for the mustachioed Rokas Mazionis.
And Riley Fingers got away with a little push right there.
A little bit. Let's check it out
this
here.
At the end, and you'll see. Actually, it really wasn't that bad.
From that angle.
Yeah.
From that angle.
Yeah. It's what the great thing about slow motion replay.
Cameron Hill so fast up ahead, blocked by Thron. He's gonna pull it down up ahead. Here's Robertson cutting hard to the basket, layup. Offensive foul. Desmond Metter getting in position, drawing the charge.
Yeah, and using his experience there to be set up. Comes down, and you'll see, grabs the place. I think that would have been a good no call. Referee rung him up with a charge. Looked like Metter got set after he left the ground.
Sims with it now, using the tipped and pick, kicking it out to Mitchell. Here's Metter again, driving hard down baseline, hesitates, and it gets blocked. It's going to be Wayland Baptist ball. Metter, good move, but better defense there by the Pioneers.
Yeah, and you see this is a great move. Little fake and then goes up, but good defense. Wow.
Mazionis there with the block. Or rather, that was Tyrone Davis with the block on the defense. Looking to get it to Throns. Down low, Remington Mitchell again
with his own
force.
block.
Here is Darren Sims, kicks it over to Lance Tipton. He likes the three-pointer. It's good, Lance Tipton.
Yeah, if he gets any time by himself to look at that, it's going to be lights out.
And then the little guy, Ruben Lopez, quickly on the other end.
That was quick. That was a quick score. And this is what I was talking about. I thought there might be a little bit of up-down pace to it. So don't count the 2-10 out just yet.
Darren Sims pulls up for three. He's going to get fouled by Lopez as he goes into the body. And Sims is going to have 3 shots here from the charity stripe.
These two teams are very capable of getting the ball in their side of scoring within just a couple of seconds. And if it's a good shooting night, you're going to see a really high-scoring game.
Well, John, I'm still taking the under. 210 is just a number. They got to be at 50 points in a minute and a half here to be on pace for it. So I'm still taking the under, John. I'm sorry, I have to. First free throw is good from Sims.
You just never know, Adam. You just never know.
You're right. You never know. Second free throw on the way from Sims. Again, he's got 3 as he was fouled on a three-point attempt. Misses.
You won't get it there that way.
Nope.
You got to score when the clock stopped.
Darren Sims, again, just a sophomore for Coach Deal. Makes the third one, kisses off the front of the rim, and ends up going in. Shooter's touch from Darren Sims.
Sims has really come on as of late. He's playing offensively very well, but his specialty and his role on the team is to be the lockdown defender. He usually guards the scorer, and Coach Deal, will take away your best option with Darren Sims.
Trevante Robertson answers with the 3. Cam Hill tries to get the circus shot up, looking for a foul, not going to get it. Here's Robertson with the rebound. Up ahead, he finds Lopez. Lopez is going to stop and pop. No good. Mitchell with the good rebound that time over Mazionis. Here is Sims getting it to Metter. Metter looked like he thought about it. Already hit 1 3-pointer tonight. Sims going to get the shot up and an offensive foul, that time on Mitchell.
Mitchell feels like he held his ground there. He's talking to Coach Deal, and going to give Mitchell a little bit of a rest.
You don't want to, if Mitchell's going to pick up a foul, you don't want to see it come on the offensive end.
Yeah.
It's just easy.
And he's usually good about keeping his position and setting those screens. He's not a especially wide guy, so not too hard to get around him.
Great pass from Throns down low to Mazionis, and he hesitated just enough.
The stash.
Mustachioed. Swearingen checks into the game for the first time. Tipton kicks it out. Here's Darian Davis. Gets the pass down to Swearingen, and it gets stripped away by Tyrone Davis. And he was looking to run in transition.
And I'm telling you, this Pioneers basketball club can run, and you're seeing a lot of transition possessions, high-paced transitional possessions. And one of Coach Deal's philosophies is, I'm going to out-possession you and play the numbers, and hopefully we come out on top. It's going to be very, very difficult to out-possession a team like Wayland Baptist. They create a lot of steals. They create a lot of havoc. It's chaos down there, and they're going to run and put up a lot of possessions or shots themselves.
There you see a live look in during the SAGU timeout to Central and MacU, who are underway. Close game there, 12-11. Wayland Baptist with possession now. Again, leading 9-8 are the Pioneers. And a quick possession there is Robertson. Again, who is this team's leading scorer on the season is Trevante Robertson. He has just about, or actually on the dot, 14 points a game.
And that goes, that foul goes against Davis.
Darian Davis, yeah.
Darian Davis. His first. He just got in the game.
Attacking the big men.
Yeah, and that's what speed will allow you to do. And it's going to be hard to stay in front of these guys. They're very, very, very quick.
Very fast. Here's Robertson. He hits the first one. Second free throw on the way is no good. In and out. Lance Tipton with the rebound. Up ahead, here's Swearingen. Good pass up to Cameron Hill. Hill, the drive, and that's blocked by Davis. Now up ahead, here's Robertson, and he finishes. Just makes it look easy.
He really does.
Trevante Robertson now up ahead, Cameron Hill. Talk about fast offense. Cameron Hill. Our cameras can barely keep up with it.
I'm telling you.
Cameron Hill.
You think I was kidding.
Cameron Hill gets the bucket, 12-10, and now Wayland Baptist takes a breath and slows it down. Deep three from Lopez, no good. Darren Sims brings it in. Up ahead, here's Cameron Hill, leaves us for Swearingen. Swearingen thought about it, get a drive, hang in the air, no good. Tipton with the rebound, and then an offensive foul on Darian Davis, who was away from the ball. Interesting call here. I'd like to get another look at that, see if that was a foul on Davis. His second of the game, that's a big foul.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. His back, the ref that called that had the backside angle. Maybe thought he saw a little more push than there was.
Here's Throns for three, no good. Brought in by Swearingen on the rebound. Up ahead, Swearingen can drive all the way, and he's going to get called for a travel. Drove into traffic. Maybe thought he was going to have a foul coming his way with that whistle.
There was a lot of contact right there. Not sure that was a travel, but I do see that it was very awkward.
Wayland Baptist keeps the 12-10 lead. Again, Wayland Baptist coming in tonight, the 20th ranked team in the nation. Robertson gets that shot over Remington Mitchell, but it misses. And here is Sims leaving it for Swearingen. Back to Mitchell over Cody Farmer, who typically is going to shoot it from there. Farmer, layup up, no good. Cody Farmer, not afraid to pull the trigger on the three-pointer, decides to drive this time and cannot convert the layup.
Yeah, although he did get inside the lane pretty easily, he still had to kind of be extremely creative with how he got the shot off to keep it from getting blocked. Not his forte.
Now he likes to live outside that three-point line. And it lead stays at 2 for Wayland Baptist. Here is Lopez. And good defense by Swearingen. Read that pass and knocked it away. Almost came down with a steal.
Yeah, and that's what he will do. He will pester you all night long. His athleticism is uncanny, and his ability to predict, we see, is incredible. He gets a lot of those steals and shots. I mean, turnovers that he creates just off of his his fantastic sixth sense of awareness of what you're going to do.
Metter driving hard, floater no good. Rebound brought in by Lopez. Stolen away. There is Darren Sims.
Great stay-at-home defense right there, and created a fantastic steal, and that's why he's locked down.
Here is Thrawns. Looking to create something, gets it out. Here's Lopez. Takes a pass, he drives, leaves it off for Mazionis. And look at the little guy orchestrating the offense, Ruben Lopez.
Yeah, just a floor general extreme. So smart.
Swearingen takes a contested shot. Rebound,
Great
Desmond
shot
Metter.
right there. Desmond Metter picking up the trash and taking it home.
Swearingen looking for a foul. Didn't get the call, but thankfully for Swearingen, there was Metter. Cody Farmer, who I got to think is not used to not being the smallest guy on the court guarding Lopez. And then another shot. Mazionis just going to town down low right now.
He really is. This is a mismatch with him on Mitchell.
Sims leaves it for Mitchell. Mitchell not really usually taking those three-pointers. And then a travel on Wayland Baptist. Not ideal of a shot for Remington Mitchell. That's straight on three. There you see the travel.
Well, you know, Mitchell gets there, he's wide open, he's looking at it. You're not going to want him to put it on the floor and try to drive down the lane. That's definitely not what's in his repertoire. So we've seen him hit a few of those.
Here is Mitchell, gets it to Metter. Metter driving hard to the basket, fouled. And he's going to go to the line here for two. He's fouled by Mazionis, and that's actually a pretty big foul. You want to get that big man who's been so good down low at least one foul. You'll see it here.
Good work by Metter.
Desmond Metter, the senior, the transfer senior from Pikeville University. First free throw, no good. He's been good from the free throw line the past couple games. I'd like to see him continue that streak. Every free throw could matter in a game like this against Wayland Baptist. Second one on the way. He hits the second free throw there. Here is Thrawns backing down Cody Farmer. That's the matchup he wants. Left-handed hook shot, no good. Mazionis with the offensive board and throws it away. And the Lions are going to take possession here off the backcourt violation.
Yeah, that is definitely, if you're Coach Harrelson, the matchup that you want with Thrawns. Thrawns not successful on that particular possession, but back down his man very easily into the paint.
And he got a good looking shot out of it. Three-pointer on the way from Kashila, no good. Rebound brought down that time by Craig Shields. Kashila's first shot of the game. Here's Thrawns. Decides to not go up with it. Here is Lopez. Three-pointer, no good. Metter with the rebound. Metter up ahead. Good pass to Cameron Hill. A foul, a block against Wayland Baptist. Cameron Hill's going to go to the line here for two.
Good move, good decision. Go to the right side, to your strong side. And Wayland was still backing up. So puts them in jail just a little bit. Metter making, as you see right here, good choice. Gives him a second. And you get the foul.
Tyrone Davis with the foul. Cameron Hill hits the first free throw, makes it 18-16. Second free throw on the way from Hill. And it is in and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Davis. Here is Trevante Robertson. Davis. J.J. Culver getting his first action of the game.
Tio getting his first action.
And the previously injured Patello getting the action. Good pass up to Metter from Kashila. And again, and now the Lions tie it up at 18 apiece and a timeout from Wayland Baptist. And it's a good thing to see Patello out there on the floor.
Absolutely.
30-second timeout.
Good two-man game there.
He's been injured, and this is his first game back. He's trying. I talked to him a little bit earlier before the game. He says he's going to test out the leg, see what kind of information he can get out of it early, and then they'll project, how much they really want to play.
Boy, he can be a difference, too, if he can get healthy.
Oh, man. He is the next level player, and for SAGU.
Typically would be starting for the Lions, but with the injury,
100%, yeah.
It switches things up a little bit. Don't get it. If you're just tuning in for the first time, Patello is the starter. The job is his. He's just got to, again, see him stretching out that leg, testing out the leg, seeing what he can do on it again. John, you have called him right now the potential to be one of the best players in the whole nation.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely top 5 player. He's a game changer, just a freshman. Incredible to see. When he gets in rhythm, man, you cannot stop him.
Metter for 3, no good. Rebound brought down by Robertson, stripped away. Kashila dives on the ground and gets it. Feet going everywhere, jump ball. It's going to be the Lions' ball. Good job by Kashila. A little bit of a stare down there between Kashila and Tyrone Davis there. Feet, arms sliding everywhere. We'll see. And there you see the jump ball. Josh Kashila, scrappy player.
So 3 out of the 5 players are freshmen for the Lions. And you'll see that. That'll be the story pretty much all night. 3 out of the 5 will always be a freshman.
And there, Josh Kashila can't handle that pass from Hill, and the Lions give it right back.
And that's what you get a lot of times, just some unforced turnovers from the lack of experience. And right now, Coach Deal is just having to learn how to deal with that.
How long did you think about that one?
That was an accident.
It just came to you.
That was an accident. No pun intended.
Wayland Baptist with possession now, looking to get it down low to Tyrone Davis, guarded by Hill.
Wow.
Davis, the right-handed hook shot is good. What a move down low.
Oh, man, he's huge with talent.
Here is Cody Farmer. He wants the long 3. Can't find the bottom of the net. Quick 3 there from Farmer. Robertson with it now. 20-18, Wayland Baptist leads. We are halfway gone here in half number 1. And then a foul on Cody Farmer. Farmer has been on the court for a long time, and you got to think he's going to step off here.
Well, maybe with some foul trouble, Farmer getting a little more time than usual. Had it set up. Good defensive stand right there. Got there quickly. And, yep, you see Tipton come in for Farmer.
Sims comes in for Kashila.
Yep, Tipton, the three-point assassin for the Lions.
Three-point assassin of their own. Thrawn's about halfway down the net, comes back out.
Not finding it tonight.
Here's Thrawn's again, the floater in, and it's good.
Finally,
rattles around.
yeah, finally stayed down for him.
Here is Sims. Tried to get it to Metter, but read perfectly by Ruben Lopez.
Yeah, you cannot throw a little soft pass like that out with Ruben Lopez.
He's quick.
Around.
He is quick.
He is by far the quickest guy on the court.
Here is Cameron Hill, leaving it for Metter. They're giving him plenty of space. Here is Patello. Loses it, and that's going to be turnover for the Lions.
Patello arguing his case there. Yep. Once it touches 2 hands, you can't dribble it. It can't hit the ground at all.
Just saying he dropped it, but still.
The correct call there.
Regardless,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Here is Lopez. Lopez gets run into by Metter, and a foul. Obviously a foul on Desmond Metter.
Like the hustle, like the tactic, creating some chaos there, but you're leaving your position. You're out of position on one of the best ball handlers in the business. And you got to be a little bit smarter about it than that.
Lopez going to pull up from 3. It's good. Ruben Lopez.
And don't just because he's the point guard, don't think he can't shoot or
Absolutely.
create. He's very good. Seasoned veteran. And I believe you said it early on as we were watching him warm up. Feels like he's been there for 7 years.
And
he actually has been there a long time.
5 years.
Yeah, he is a graduate student just finishing up at extremely smart.
Mr. Andrews confirmed my thought process of
Yeah.
Lopez.
But
Not quite 7 years, but 5.
that's still a little while.
A little while.
But you can't play for 5 years.
Of course,
the only
yeah.
reason he's on the court is because he had a year of eligibility left.
Yeah, you see another live look in USAO and OCU, of course. The Drovers, the home team, hosting the Stars, currently down 2. Tightly contested game there in Oklahoma. And another look at here is Central and MACU. Central, the home team, MACU, leading by 5. Or is it 7? Can't tell. Their scoreboard says 29, but their graphic says 27. Who knows? MACU up on Central. That's all we know at the time. Looks like it should be by 7.
We do know it's a men's basketball game.
That's we do know that. You are
It's
correct.
MBB.
You are correct. Coming out of the timeout, the Lions find themselves down 7, 25-18. The biggest lead of the night for either team. SAGU with the ball, however, looking to cut in the league, and now Wayland Baptist running a little bit of a zone here. Tipton driving, kicking it out. Here's Metter, kicking it to Hill. Here's Sims, looking for a three-pointer, but good defense. Tipton with it, knocks it in. Lance Tipton from the corner.
He only needs a half a second. That's where he thrives, is off of that quick. He doesn't need to dribble. He could just catch and shoot. He's very accurate.
Here is Thrawns, guarded by Metter. Over to Lopez now, guarded by Hill. Lopez dumping it off. 14 kicks it back out. Lopez with it. Mid-range jumper is good. Ruben Lopez taking the feed from Craig Shields and converting. Over in the corner, here's Metter for 3 again. No good, short. And they said it came off the shot clock.
That was a big bounce.
Wayland Baptist ball. I thought it was close. We'll see here. I mean, regardless, it's going to be a Wayland Baptist rebound. Can't quite tell, but
Looked like a little hesitation in his shot. Matter's got to just really trust his shot, step into it with confidence, take the result.
there was Shields leaving it for Thrawns. Almost gets it stolen away by Metter.
Great pass by Thrawns.
Finds his man cutting, and then a foul. That's going to be Samuel Kalwani to the line here for 2. Metter almost coming away with a steal there.
He did. Thrawns has excellent ball handling ability.
Here is Kalwani. Misses the first.
And I believe Danny Andrews was telling us that he comes from the Ugandan national team.
Absolutely. So he can play. That is for sure. Absolutely he can play. Averages just under 12 points a game. Does Kalwani. Shoots almost 68% from the field. Wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here is Kashila. SAGU down 7 once again. Lance Tipton going to take the 3. This time moving. Lance Tipton feeling it tonight. Cutting the lead to 4. And then up ahead quickly. And then Kashila, good defense by Josh Kashila to get up. And ultimately that shot pass up ahead to Swearingen. Leaves it for Metter. Metter hangs and converts, and the Lions cut down to 2.
Well, that was great recognition by Tipton to go over the top, seeing the really fast Swearingen. And you just it's kind of like you just throw it up there and let the athleticism dictate to what's going to happen next. And that's what you get from Swearingen. And a good tap back to Metter. Thrawns there with a good good shot, high percentage shot for him.
And a 30-second timeout by Wayland Baptist. Remington Mitchell with the block, as we're so accustomed to seeing. Just an absolute force on the defensive end is Remington Mitchell.
He's really stepped up. He is he's the senior on this team. He's been around a long time and has really done well in improving his game. And that most of that improvement has come on the defensive side. And his timing has just gotten so good as of late. We mentioned last Saturday he walks away with his game high 7 blocks.
Incredible defensive effort by Remington Mitchell.
Really, and he was player of the game, and his defense led to the win, especially late down the stretch.
They're going to say Wayland Baptist got the timeout. Swearingen gets stripped by J.J. Culver and tries to go for the jump ball, but a timeout by Wayland Baptist. They would have had possession anyway, but you don't want to give up that possession arrow if you're Wayland Baptist.
Well, in the first half, especially with under 6 minutes, a timeout there, that's okay. But really don't want to burn timeouts on tied up balls, 50-50 balls. Just kind of let the possession arrow take over there. And but each team running very hard. I'm sure they both could use the rest.
2 quick timeouts here by Wayland Baptist.
So we're going on the over-under watch here, the 2:10, and we're definitely short of that. But
we're at 56.
6 minutes left, and usually teams, this is about when they go on some bigger runs.
I think you're just trying to justify it to yourself here, John.
We'll see. How many points can these teams score in the next 6 minutes?
We will see. Coming out of the timeout, Wayland Baptist off the turnover, the rare turnover by Josh Swearingen, just lost it. Stripped away. Wayland Baptist with a 4-point lead. There you see J.J. Culver, who did take it away from Swearingen. Lopez leaves it for Davis. Giving Davis a lot of room, not afraid of that 3-point shot. Here's Lopez. And then a foul called. I think they're going to nab Swearingen on this.
Yeah, Swearingen's got to slow down a little bit and play smart. He's much smarter than this. He comes crashing through the pick, and really that's kind of a rub play right there. But when you get your hands, you're using more of your hands. He's just out of position.
Ruben Lopez to the line, makes the first one, rattles around, and ends up in. Josh Swearingen, you said slow down? I don't know if he knows those words.
It definitely not in the top half of his vocabulary. May not be in there at all.
Here's Lopez's second free throw is good. Extends his lead to 6. Wayland Baptist coming out in a little bit of a full court press, kind of sagging off a little bit. Here's Kashila, leaves it for Tipton. Tipton can work down low. Farmer with it. He's going to end up shooting it. Cody Farmer way off on that one. Mitchell with another block. He altered the shot at least. I don't know if it'll go down as a block. Tipton looking for Farmer down low. And it's going to be SAGU ball. Tipton with a good idea. Thought to pull up with it, draw in the defense.
I think you go in one more. You got to recognize, and Tipton's still a young player, very high basketball IQ, but your experience got to show you where are your defenders. He might could have gotten a foul out of that from the 3.
Thron's up ahead after the miss by Remington Mitchell. Thron's going to leave it for Culver. Culver kicks it out to Lopez. Fakes one way, going the other. Here is Culver. Back to Lopez. Lopez thought about it from that yellow line. Thron's can shoot it. I thought he was going to.
I'd look for Thron's to go in, yeah.
Guarded by Farmer, yep.
Yeah, definitely a mismatch there. Thron's a very smart player as well, noticing the mismatch.
A foul. They count the bucket. Josh Swearingen driving to the basket, gets fouled and converts. There you see the foul, J.J. Culver. On the way up, Swearingen just so strong.
Yep.
Here you see another one of these seniors, just a fantastic leader. Has been here for 4 years and has just been as good as a basketball player as you could want. Here for Coach Delton Deal.
One of the best athletes that's ever graced this campus. And he can do a lot of things outside of basketball.
Three-point attempt on the way is good. Rattles around the rim from Tyrone Davis. And just like that, Wayland Baptist finds themselves up 9. Kashila with it, gets it out to Swearingen. Swearingen's going to pull from 3, no good. Kashila comes down with the rebound, saves it, gets to Cameron Hill. Cameron Hill, the athletic layup, no good, and gets the foul. He's going to go to the line for 2.
And look at this save by Kashila. Just all out and waited in the air
somehow
to find an open man.
Somehow finds Cameron Hill in the midst of everybody. Cameron Hill's first free throw is good.
This young man, just a freshman. I like to call him the pit bull. Got such a big heart, and he gets gnarly down there. I mean, he in his mind, he's huge. He's 6'8", and he plays like it. Just he's not afraid of anyone or anything out there on the court. Plays so big, and I just say that he's got a tremendous upside and future here in Waxahachie.
Cameron Hill goes 2 of 2 from the line that time. Here's Davis down low. What a move. Tyrone Davis.
Been doing it all night.
Going down amongst the tree that is Remington Mitchell. A good hook shot. 3.5 left to play here in the first half. Tipton with it, gets it out to Hill. He loses it. Here's Ruben Lopez up ahead. Good pass to Culver. Culver converts.
What a point guard. I mean, he just sees the floor, has a great instinct for what's going to happen next.
11-point lead for the Pioneers as they have jumped out to a big lead here in the first half. Swearingen almost loses it. And then a foul called. They're going to get Culver on that foul. Swearingen is trying to gather. After nearly losing it here, you'll see the foul here from Culver. Just all arm, no ball.
Wrapped him up. But that is that kind of pestering defense, whether it's a foul or not. You just know it's coming. It makes you a little bit reactive, and you don't play in your game when you're reacting to the defense, or you're not solidly inside of your offensive game. And it is wreaking havoc on the Lions right now.
Swearingen 2 of 2 from the line. That trip cuts it down to single digits. 9-point lead now for the Pioneers as we come up on 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Here is Throns, guarded by Metter. Culver now with it. Met by Patello. Culver driving hard. That easy offense. He barreled into Swearingen.
Yeah. Swearingen just stayed there. He was
all
there.
you need to do at that point.
Yeah.
Easy offensive foul call on J.J. Culver, his 3rd of the game. That's a big foul. 3 fouls here in the first half. He's going to have to sit for a while, and he's played well for the Pioneers. Patello. Out to Cameron Hill. Hill for 3. Knocks it in. Cameron Hill. Cutting it to 6 here. 2.5 left to play in half number 1. Big 3-point here from that freshman. Here is Davis. He is guarded by Tipton. Leaves it for Robertson. Here is Robertson. Good move. Offensive foul. Lance Tipton draws the charge. Yeah, I'd love to see another angle on this.
Yeah, this is going to be close. This is 50-50 call right here. And
both feet outside.
Go. Yep.
Look.
Good positioning by Tipton. And it was definitely there before he left the ground. So good recognition by the referee.
Tipton gets out of Patello. He can shoot. The lefty No good. Swearingen with the offensive board, up and back in. Josh Swearingen.
Just everywhere, doing everything he can, using the willpower between Cameron Hill and Swearingen, the biggest willpower in the conference, willing their teams back into the game.
SAGU down 4. Lopez with a good pass down low finds Kawani. They were looking for a travel there. And then a technical foul on Coach Deal from the bench. He was positioned right there by the official. And at that point, it's something he said. It must have been asking for a travel. I think he's counting the seconds that Kawani was in the lane looking for a 3-second call.
Yep.
And that warrants a technical foul.
And, well, it doesn't warrant one, but the referee actually obviously doesn't like to be told how to referee. And that's being sensitive. You can't be sensitive and be a referee.
He may be having a bad day, just like the official in the first game.
Here's what it is. I think it's a full moon.
Is that what it is?
I think it is.
That's that blood moon this week, and it's got everybody
weird.
weird.
It was some lunar activity out there, maybe a lunar eclipse, some weird stuff going on.
Now an 8-point lead for the Pioneers after the technical foul free throw made by Lopez. And that SAGU comeback seems to have halted. Here's Patello. Leaves it for Hill. 1:20 left to play. Tipped in for 3. Short, no good. Patello flying for the rebound, but it's brought in by Robertson. Robertson so good. Up ahead to Lopez. Down low for Mazionis. Got the matchup he wants here on Metter. Oh, what a pass, and throws it down. Craig Shields. I thought he was going for an easy layup. No.
It was. Easy layup that we call a dunk.
Craig Shields, Metter for 3. That's going to be way off. Swearingen with the rebound. Up and back in. Josh Swearingen, a couple offensive boards here this half.
Just business-like, man.
Here's Robertson. He can shoot the tray. Up and no good. I say no good. Almost gets the shooter's touch. Up ahead. Here's Metter. Around the back. Beautiful move by Desmond Metter.
Protecting the ball, going in, playing over the top of the front of the rim, and well executed.
Cuts it to 6. Wayland Baptist looking to have the last possession here. Shot clock is turned off. Swearingen looking for a foul. Here's Throns. Thought about shooting it. Throns is going to drive on Tipton. Tipton knocks it away. That should be SAGU ball. Absolutely. 7 seconds left. Throns wants a foul. And a lot of talking done by Throns. You got to think. Coach Deal gets a technical.
No, I think what Throns hadn't seen the official call yet and didn't want a fast break to happen. Referee's not going to let that happen. He's got to touch the ball anyway. Tipton almost stepped over the line.
7.1 left. Patello for 3 from the corner. Is good. Jalen Patello knocks it down to 3 to end the half. The buzzer beater from Jalen Patello. And welcome back, young man.
Yeah, very excited. Good to see him get on the board there.
Absolute. Jalen Patello, big shot. And now you got to think momentum swinging SAGU's way. They are down 3, but what a way to end the half here. That's how you want to do it.
And really, that was with heavy defense.
Very.
I think he got a high five from Mustachio, and that's just great concentration.
There you see.
Great pass.
Craig Shields.
And then Shields gets up.
Throwing it down, up ahead. Here's Kashila. This nice move behind the back.
Great move. Under control, Desmond Metter.
Absolutely. Well, that does it for the first half. The Lions find themselves down 3 going into halftime, but they got to feel pretty good. They battled back down at 11.
Absolutely, going in with some momentum. And you hope that if you're a Lions fan, that they come out with that same momentum. And, you're in the ball game now.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming your way between the Wayland Baptist Pioneers and the SAGU Lions right here on the SAGU Sports Network.